It's time for the mic drop. I end each show by going deep on one topic affecting our community in hopes we can all learn a little more. Now, you've been hearing about them on the evening news, reading about them in newspapers and on the internet. You may have even been a victim. I'm speaking of carjackings, the rate of which has risen dramatically in D.C. to the point that they're almost a common occurrence. This is a district-wide issue, too, not reserved to any one ward, no any one demographic, making this an us problem, not a their problem. None of us are above it. D.C. Council candidate Nate Fleming was carjacked at gunpoint while stopped at a gas station. Thankfully, all they took was the car. Per the Washington Post, there were 426 carjackings in D.C. last year, and there have already been 86 this year as of February 10th. That is a 41-day stretch, so that works out to about 2 a day. A disturbing number, which we can probably expect to increase as the days get warmer. And what's also disturbing is that, according to the Post reporting, the majority of these crimes are being committed by juveniles. Case in point, 3 teenagers were arrested in connection with Mr. Fleming's case, 2 of whom were repeat offenders. So what is to be done to tackle this issue, creating a safer environment for all? More robust policing, higher rates of incarceration, that's been the go-to in the past, but correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't appear to be a long-term solution. More like a well-worn stopgap that glosses over deeper systemic problems. However, the D.C. Department of Employment Services believes they have a partial answer: jobs, youth employment. Give the kids something to fill their time with while putting a few dollars in their pocket. As my mother would say, idle hands are the devil's workshop. And I would add the criminal's inspiration. There's data to back up the power of employment. A 2019 study of participants in a Chicago jobs program showed that just a part-time gig combined with mentorship leads to significant drops in crime. But do we need a study to tell us this? No, we already had Marion Barry. He already showed us the way, which is why it's fitting that the 2022 Summer Youth Jobs Program bears his name. And don't misunderstand me. Do I think a summer jobs program will end carjacking in D.C.? No. But I think it may help bring that 2-a-day number down to 1. And I also think it needs to be combined with strong year-round mentorship programs that meet the kids where they're at so that we can get them where they need to be. A large driver of crime is economic and social disadvantage. Year-round employment opportunities and mentorship can deliver a better, safer DMV to us all. And it's certainly a better solution than the knee-jerk punitive policing response we fall into far too often. By the way, the Marion Barry Summer Youth Employment Program application window is open right now, but it closes on the 28th of this month, so hit up summerjobs.dc.gov if you're interested.